for today. For the CPL Challenger Series, we have America being played by Esdeath. And in the East, as Japan, we have the TheMysteriousX. Once again, congratulations to you guys for beating your round 1 opponents. As you can see, players are on their own continents. Neither capital is forced coastal, but there is plenty of space here. But are they on their continents? There is a bridge here. And they are rather close, but this is a very difficult choke to fight through. Plenty of mountains for some good sides. Plenty of back settle space for both players. Both north and south, as well as towards this. Players opting to scout quite a bit on this map. Not too sure what's going on and what they can see. Meanwhile, my 2-year-old is asking me for a pastry. Here you go. Seraphin. Looking forward to having an excellent time with the matches here today. Players here starting with a horse near the capital. Esdeath moved down, chose to settle on the horse. Yes, that is a horse on a hill. It's a 3-2 cap. Picks up early tobacco, going for a Pantheon. Tons and tons of food for Japan's capital over here with this wheat. Banana, absolutely beautiful. Lots of sugar rolling around as well. Cities are to go very quick. As you can see, continent divide there, so America will not be too over the top here, but we'll have his bonus across a good deal of that land bridge. Coming on back here, players scouting around looking for that opponent. As soon as they see this terrain, they should have a pretty good idea of what's going on. Oh, picks up a builder, presumably from a goodie hut. These are hills in the middle of the bridge with flat land on either side intentionally to make it harder to just wall up, because you'll have ranged units shooting out from all over Hell's Half Acre.
Put her down.
Did I just waste my America pick? To be fair, I didn't know what map 4 was since they're randomized. Obviously, I'm not going to tell him. He can scout and find out himself. Settler comes out for Kyoto and Washington. Players got the same thing in mind, it would seem.
Maya.
Excuse me. Ah. Choosing to settle forward, so it's Esdeath. Plenty of space for both players to settle tons and tons of cities behind this if they so choose. The water encroaches up to the bridge to allow for naval units to participate, should the players opt to go for frigates and battleships. We'll have to see how these players try to hold this little bridge.
Put her down. Maya?
Shizuoka going down.
What?
If I was in my bedroom, like, all night, like
Have to wait and see how these players choose to deal with everything.
Okay, do you have the toggle to talk, or can they just hear us?
I'm up here off why.
Mom, where are the spiders coming in?
Probably through the door. Our sheets need to be washed.
Okay.
But how can the little ones come in? Like crawling under the door. The little ones can crawl under the door.
Taking another look here. What will our players decide to do? Another settler comes out. Declare. Really? Okay, so these guys declared friendship. So we'd have 30 turns and nothing, apparently. Whatever. Weird. Can we see the continent layout? Yeah. The continent extends over this pass because I felt that the player with a slightly larger landmass should have a little bit less of an advantage, so to speak. That's also why the eastern player gets this river settle right at the entrance, and this player doesn't have something like that. They'd have to go coastal. And for some reason they declared friends. I don't know why, but that's It's on them, I guess. I'm gonna laugh if Esdeath or MysteriousX runs a settler like right in the face of the other person, just drops a city. Be like, oh yeah, we're friends, so. Plenty of space out here. Mountains are scattered around for some pretty beautiful campuses for both players. Japan took Divine Spark. City Patron Goddess picked up by America. Another settler popping out for Japan. Trader rolling around for Esdeath, America.
Yeah? Who? Telmo or DC? Well, yeah, Telmo's a no-hug cat. She's a pet me cat, not a hug me cat.
Oh, scouting coming on through
DC will
here.
let you hug her.
This is the point of contention right here.
I want that.
I want $1 million. More importantly, I want a 2-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a dog that don't try to, fight each other for no apparent reason. Put my dog down. She's growling at you. Settles on the stone up here with St. Louis. Lots of flat tiles. I know, I'm mean. I won't let you pick up the dog.
Don't pick her up.
Lots of great settles here for both players running around. I'm not too sure why he took St. Louis on the stone like that, but
You don't want to go up
he must
there,
have his
DC.
own opinions and
You
ideas
don't
in
want to
mind.
go up there, DC. Maya, honey, you've put her into a predicament. Now she feels like she's out in the open. Maya, come take this cat.
Take that one?
No, this one.
No, she would not want me. She does not want me.
I have to separate
No
this
one,
cat.
no one likes your cat.
She does not want me.
Because your cat's mean to people.
She doesn't pick me up yet. I can pick her up.
Move.
Never both of them. Put CC in my bed.
Hey, Megalodon, what's up?
Cat in there? In the kitchen?
Yes, Maya, they have to be on opposite sides of the house when they fight. Argue.
Campus coming on now.
Down.
Both players can get some pretty obscene campus adjacencies. There are also scattered rainforests for Brazil, if a Brazil pick were to come out. It's difficult to balance a map for other civs and for Brazil. I mean, it sounds dumb because you just gotta monitor the
Someone
rainforest.
doesn't like me.
Yeah, I know, Tomo doesn't like anybody.
She was this.
Okay.
I think it's time to get a calling color for Tomo.
No shit.
I'm tired of her attitude. I've gotten her some catnip for Christmas, so we'll see how that helps.
Whoa, 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 be nice. Still not sure why they did friendship, but whatever.
Like milk. Like milk and chicken.
Yeah. We should buy her some chicken. And come with some chicken.
Couple scattered little fun islands out there. People that enjoy that sort of thing. Both players just choosing to settle up some cities here. Probably going to go to the medieval era. Yeah, Esdeath is a better sim player for sure. That's definitely not a question at this point.
Well, yeah, she's a real cat.
No, she's
Whoa, what are
weird.
we doing?
She's a weird.
Oh, a weird cat? Yeah.
You're a bit of an oddball yourself, kid. For sure.
Oh, come here.
Mom, these things just broken out the window. Yeah, it's like, that was so crazy. Oh my God.
Ah. Much better. Builder's coming out. He's getting ready to improve these tiles, get some real work done. Definitely going to need to see some more settlers come out for MysteriousX's Japan here. But Japan does get those better adjacencies. As I was saying about who is Mysterious anyway. MysteriousX is a player within the league. It's the best, it's the easiest way to put it. But yeah, he was round 1 against King Louis and he won. Now he's in the semifinals. And everybody knows who Esdeath is because Esdeath plays like non-stop every day. On the other side of the bracket, we have El Stretcho against Svaki right now. That's going to be a pretty good game for sure as well. Very excited to see who makes it to the grand finals.
You can't go over there. Oh my God, no!
Another scout gets picked up, presumably by a goody hut. Their 6-year-old's freaking out for no apparent reason.
Cats are getting close to each other.
Okay.
Okay, they're cats.
No, they're good to fight. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
No, they're separated in different rooms. They're separating themselves.
Nothing new coming out for either player, it seems, this turn. Taking a quick look at the great people here. Japan leading the way for scientists. Even took the time to make a library in his campuses. Really wants to get the lead on science. But if he doesn't get more cities out, he is going to lose that lead. With Divine Spark, he's pretty much guaranteed to scoop stuff like scientists if he can keep his city count high.
Yes, Maya.
Horse is already online. As soon as he settles a city back here, he'll have his second horse. Or forward. Settle up front. There's plenty of extra resources lying around. For sure. Tons of luxuries, bonus resources. Another settler coming out for Esdeath, as well as MysteriousX. Definitely on the same page. But yeah, balancing maps for a civ like Brazil against the other civs is kind of hard because you need to get bronze working or chop raid forests. And until bronze working gets up, for whatever reason that you may or may not have to delay it, it could cause a huge bog down for depending on what the civ path wants to do. And it feels like a forced tech path, to be honest, whereas if I just scatter a handful around, it seems to better do that. But Brazil is a little bit weaker as a result for that choice. Do you want a drink? Yeah, you do. Alright, come on. I will leave this panned over our American player here. I'll be right back up to get my kid a drink. Hey, Grant Maxon. Esdeath is playing as America against the TheMysteriousX's Japan.
So I named my fishing rod after the Japanese fishing god.
Hey, what's going on, dudes? It's Pat, and welcome back to Pixel Drop.
Ever.
So, dudes, before we get started today, I have some amazing
I'm just jelly that I'm really good at this game.
And remember then how they were able to go on to his server and give us
Yeah, can you turn the TV down?
the map. So he told
Yeah.
me that there were over 1,500 submissions from you dudes.
Going, honey. This stuff is loud. That's better.
Volume 8 my foot. It's like volume 20.
The Roku is really loud. I don't know why.
I don't know why it's so loud, but it is. And I'm back. Let's see here. We have more cities coming down. Baltimore gets dropped. TheMysteriousX is running the settler back. And this will be a holy site. Ooh, he's getting a religion.
My helmet's the helmet of helmets.
Get this? Yeah.
Get it? Name them after God.
Scooping up that wine tile and the chocolate there for St. Louis.
I was impressed with my nerdiness.
Yes, dear. Another settler coming out. We're just seeing some Infinite City Sprawl come out for these players. Looks like neither of them very interested in gearing up for a war early if they're wanting to really push it out. Let's take another look at the demographics here. It's pretty early. It's only turned 32. Almost 17 science a turn for Japan. Only 10 for Esdeath's America. So definite lead there in the early game. The techs require such little science and the civics require such little culture that the small leads can make a big deal. 9 to 6 a turn, more or less. Tons of settlers coming out. Builders being pushed out as well, all over the place. Appears to be that TheMysteriousX wants to build a little tall before going any wider. Making sure he gets some good districts online early to really accelerate his tech growth. Is taking the time to make sure he gets his monuments built up as well, as that'll make a pretty big deal. Again, in the early game, one monument could be a big difference. I am pretty happy to see a game go past the classical era, though. Some improvement going back down at Washington, most likely a monument or a granary.
I don't suggest you stay in there.
Probably going to settle on the citrus. I guess he could go minimum distance if he really wanted, but no. Some more settlers coming out. He's decided he's built tall enough in those cities. He's going to build wide once again. Esdeath just continuing to build wider and wider, getting his key improvements like this iron mine up.
She comes.
What?
Chooses to settle Sendai at minimum distance. I'm not too sure I feel about that because it lost this tile to Kyoto's holy site. Iron right there and right there. Iron's already available for both players, just whether or not that they improve it. Iron there. Tons of city sprawling going on. Warriors coming online now. Esdeath very likely to slap the city down here. City's gonna grow very, very quickly. Oh my goodness. Where is that settler gonna go? What's this warrior looking to do? Looks like they know that their friendship is coming up pretty soon. Oh, here we go. Boston settles just north of the pig. Oh, look at that campus. Beautiful. There's tons of beautiful campus spots for both players here. The eastern player does get a slightly better slice of pie, so to speak, because he has a smaller slice of pie. The amount of land does benefit the western player, but the adjacencies and available resources is better for the eastern player to compensate. What are the pantheons? Pantheons that are picked: Japan took Divine Spark, and an American player took City Patron Goddess. So he's going to get those first districts in these cities down a lot faster. I have to admit, City Patron Goddess has become one of my favorite pantheon choices. You can get some really, really fast district placements down, especially with a civ like Japan, because the encampments and holy sites are already half off, and if you drop an encampment down, it's another 25% production toward it. So it builds remarkably quickly.
Is she in the bathroom?
Oh no. Maya. Maya, I love you, but our TV is not voice activated. Yelling at it is not going to make it change. Starting to escort his settlers and other units. That means their friendship has expired or is about to expire. I don't even know why they did friendship, but I'm assuming it's just so that they would war in the medieval era and on. Lots of cities coming out. Presumably both players are going to be doing a whole lot of settler pushing. Big thanks to everyone for coming out to watch these games, whether you're watching mine or the other brackets match. I really do appreciate your viewership. The support does mean a lot to me. Thank you very much. Another settler coming out for Japan in Kyoto. We got 6 American cities against 5 Japanese cities here. Potentially a 6th. But we'll have to see if more settlers are going to come out from Esdeath. Presumably so. He's really good at simming. Taking a quick look around to see what he has been up to here. This is presumably a commercial hub. Yes, it is. So he's going science and gold, science over gold. America has switched governments to Classic Republic. Japan is also on Classical Republic. Don't know why I didn't get the update when he switched governments, but it happens. Holy sites are up and running for Japan. Maybe they're gonna see a. Could we see a potential religious victory? That'd be pretty exciting. Both players have really good campus placements here. Taking a quick look around at the Great People points. Almost at that profit. Defensive tactics. Oh, I've been declared on. Darn. I got the defensive tactics boost. Better watch out. Having the observer play as France is pretty good because you get that extra insight into the civs. Mostly just a single player thing, but it can help because you get more notifications with the higher diplomatic visibility. You mean the gingerbread houses? The gingerbread houses aren't cake, honey. Oh. So before the declaration kicked me out of the screen, we were looking at the Great People. So the scientist Hipposh is going to come up shortly here. Yulcid and Aryabhata are picked up by Japan. And if he can get Hippasha as well, that's going to be a big deal. But he has half the points. America has half the points of Japan per turn, so we're going to have to see projects come out if he wants to get that. I don't think Esdeath is someone who would prioritize chopping projects or Hippasha, but I could be mistaken. He could opt for that. He does have builders running around for it. Do have a commercial hub coming down in St. Louis first, as well as a campus being placed. So gold and science are going to be the keys for Esdeath's potential victory here. They are friends, so I don't see why he has a scout parked on the campus. He can't pillage it. If he declares, it's just going to kick him out. Holy site with a shrine in Osaka. No shrine in Kyoto yet. Definitely interesting to see the choices by the players. Just about everybody does commercial hub and campus. I prefer gold over science. I guess there are times when that choice can be flipped, but it's my personal preference. Gold is just such a strong resource in this game. Another settler coming out. He's getting plenty of cities down now, telling us that you are not going to have more cities than me for very long. Uh, it is a Pokeball. I see. I would love to see him buy out tiles and put an encampment right there. Put a city here. Well, yeah, you could put an encampment right there. That would help hold. Profit comes out for Japan. Is sent to Sendai. He has no roads yet. He needs to get traders and commercial hubs out for sure. Those roads are going to be invaluable once he gets those rolling. Esdeath's already ahead of the curve, so to speak, making his commercial hubs, getting roads built. Be pretty nice to see a huge theological combat go on. Don't get to see a lot of that in the league. Not many players go for religion because of the dedication it requires of your resources early on in the game. Love to see the religious choices made here once he gets his religion set up, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. Okayama goes down. Settlers are running around still. Have another campus coming down for Sendai. Tons of builders running around for Esdeath. I'm presuming he's chopping out more builders with some of the builders now with the cards slotted. Because remember, when you have that 30% production card or any of the other cards, and it's a production increase towards making a certain unit or type of units in the case of maneuver with classical and ancient cav units, chops get that bonus toward the production of that unit too. And there goes the profit here. Definitely interested in seeing the religious choices. We are going to have to see a holy site go down eventually. Ooh. Pyramids. Sorry about that. My daughter did get hurt, so I had to go check that out. I think it's spam out settlers or horsemen from now on. Maybe. We'll have to see. Hepasha does get chopped out by Esdeath. Gets snatched. The yummy tapeworm religion has been taken by Japan.
Here, this teacup husky is yours.
Hey, leave my dog alone.
I love
Missionary zeal and just an education. I wonder if he's going to attempt to sprint missionaries to Esdeath cities as quickly as possible and just try to convert him before he can get holy sites down. But he has Stonehenge under construction here, so it will not be for very long. Hapasha picked up by Esdeath. Did they declare friendship again? Yeah, they did. Definitely going to see some theological combat. Ah, stupid map. This campus going down next to the Stonehenge. So with the choices that have been taken for the religion in this game, our Japanese player TheMysteriousX will be able to buy his libraries, universities, and such with faith as he took just an education, as well as his theater square district buildings if he chooses to make theater districts. So there's some variance there. He's not all in for going for the religious victory, but he does have some options. All the builders running around for Esdeath here. So he's chopping out some more stuff here. Wants to get that Stonehenge completed. No. I know it's mayonnaise, honey. Yeah, I'm having a sandwich. And commercial hubs finally coming down for Japan. He's got to be reeling from not having them. 3 turns, and I can look since they declared war on me for whatever reason. Hey, Harambe, how's it going? I mean, I'm not too sure why they're friending each other, but I'm okay with a game that wants to last longer than the classical era. Taking a quick look at religion here. Cities are going to be converting relatively quickly here. Even pressure being felt all the way in New York. But that will change very quickly once the Stonehenge completes. There's the prophet. He's got to get this all the way over, though, to make his religion. He doesn't have a holy site down, so it's got to go over there. Be interesting to see the religious choices taken by Esdeath. No, I can't. I don't have the remote. Yep, totally.
No, yeah. You want a sandwich?
Kids spazzing out.
I'm not taking the outside off today.
Holy site coming up right next to the Dead Sea there for our American player. So he will have some religion going. Lots of holy sites going down. We could just see a full-out theological brawl here. Pyramids are still coming underway here, being slowly chipped away at. No chops coming down. I'm surprised this rainforest hasn't been chopped. Or even this woods here. Shrine comes down. This one where it looks like a temple being built. Missionaries. Religious units ignore movement costs for terrain. Definitely going to be a theological brawl here today. Taking a look at the great people once again. Merchants are being slowly chipped away at by Esdeath. Scientists. Japan has a sizable lead at 8.1 a turn to Esdeath's 4.6. At the demographics, we have Japan with 34 science a turn, America with 37 science a turn. Culture 18 for Japan and 17 for America. Oops. For religion, since that's apparently going to be a huge factor this game, we have almost 18 faith a turn for Japan and 3 a turn for Esdeath's America. More holy sites coming down. Going to be generating a ton of faith.
That one.
This one?
That one. Both of those.
Thank you. My beautiful, beautiful wife handing out sandwiches. It'll do the next one on its own. My phone is almost dead, guys. Go bring me the phone charger. Or run freaking out from a 10-week-old dog. Ah, such a spaz. Oh. Hasn't taken his choices just yet. But he did pop the profit in there, so... Esdeath is the better sim player, but with both of these players choosing to play a more theological-based game, I'm not too sure if Esdeath's going to be able to keep up with Divine Spark and Japan's adjacency bonuses, especially later in the game. Oh wow, lots of pressure coming out and getting all his cities converted so that he can apply a ton of pressure over here. Esdeath doesn't have a lot of faith. Maya, I am right next to you. Stop yelling. Shh, I don't know. No. Such a spaz. Hepasha really paying off accelerated Esdeath to catch up and even surpass TheMysteriousX's Japan Science right now. Question is will he get Newton and later Einstein? America's trying to do religion and Nick balls. Only Esdeath. Choral music. Shrine temples provide culture. And stewardship, campus and commercial hubs in each districts in each city. Following a religion, get an additional gold and science respectively. With Esdeath's religious choices here, his culture is going to spike up quite a bit here. As soon as he gets his cities converted, at least. But it's going to make a big difference in the long run. +1 gold in science doesn't sound like a big deal, but it can be. I mean, trade routes going to Boston, at the very least. This is going to be applying religious pressure as well to these cities. However, the passive pressure from Baltimore being the holy city is going to exert a lot of pressure. You're going to have to wait and see how things go. I'm pretty excited to be able to cast a theological game since, again, they very rarely, if ever, occur. We'll see how long that goes. Heavy chariots coming out. Could see a night attack come out of Esdeath. Friendship will probably... Yep, friendship is over. What's this declared friend still? The symbol's a green face, so I don't know. Thought the teal smiley was declared friendship. Pyramids still aren't done yet. Taking a quick look here. Quite a bit of faith being produced by MysteriousX's Japan here, especially compared to Esdeath's faith generation. Scientist gets picked up by MysteriousX. It was Omar. 2 random Eurekas and 1 random inspiration. Hard to tell how useful that's going to be, but the next scientist is Hildegard. 50 faith, Holy Sites District faith adjacency will provide science as well. That will be picked up by Esdeath if he chooses to. Excuse me, sorry. He'll likely pass on it, looking for a better scientist. Faith has never been a huge strong point for Esdeath, in my opinion. He's always been a tech up, go to war kind of guy. 30, oh my god, 31.5 faith a turn. Jeez. With this faith generation, he can buy all of the science buildings for his campuses through faith. So he doesn't even need to fully dedicate to a religious victory here. Whereas Esdeath is going to use his to generate culture. And by doing so with that, he's going to be kicking through civics really fast. Hildegard picked up by Esdeath. Gonna take that free adjacency for science out of this holy site up here. It's giving 4 faith from its adjacencies, so that'll get +4 science as well. The next scientist is going to be Abu. Pretty awesome scientist just to keep around for combat. Plus 20 healing in adjacent tiles is pretty amazing. MysteriousX pulling ahead in culture. Science is really, really close. What? Maya, stop yelling. You're really loud. Sorry about that. My daughter was born deaf. Thankfully, surgeon was able to fix that with a minor invasiveness with the surgery. I'm grateful she can hear, but need a volume control. Just turn down the volume on her sometimes. Can't always tell how loud she is. Here comes a ram. Yes, that's gonna go to war. You better recognize this threat, MysteriousX, because it's coming. We are gonna see knights. Yep, players are almost at night tech. At least as far as their display on the tree goes. Maya, quiet down. Hopefully MysteriousX is watching the military strengths, because he's going to need to be making units here. Commercial hub goes down in Boston. Another holy site goes down in Charleston. Commercial hub in the back next to the campus. Pyramids are getting chipped away at slowly, but you gotta get some units on this. Oh, he's blocking up that land bridge there. Yep, more chariots coming out. He's got to recognize this threat. He has to make units. Has a warrior hidden back here as well to go on a pillage spree behind all this. Has to know this war is coming. The scout can see that chariot. As that's getting ready to hawk some crabs. Definitely going to see a night timing here, guys. What is he doing with these? He's going to put these in the water? Going to try and swim them around for something cheeky? I just sincerely hope that we have some units coming out. This terrain can be defended, but he's got to get on top of it. He doesn't need to be making holy sites. He needs military. I mean, your scouts can see these chariots. The chariot come move down. Your trader can see all of these units grouping up. You need units.
More chariots coming out. Crabs have been hawked. Means we're going to be seeing knights anytime now. Still no units coming out for MysteriousX. That's shipbuilding. Some more missionaries being bought. Come on, man. Pop out. We need to see these units pop out. All these cities need to start doing military. You're going to have knights on your doorstep. Oh, thank you. Did you plug it? Awesome.
It's the white one.
Thank you, thank you. Daughter went and got me the phone charger. That was nice. Japan has switched to oligarchy. Okay, it's a start. You gonna make pikemen? Or samurai? Either or would be pretty good. Samurai coming out. It would have been nice to see some, yep, here come the knight upgrades. Would have been really nice to see a whole bunch of spearmen get promoted to pikes. That would have done this too. Probably would have been a lot faster. But we will see if he can hold on. He's got to get these samurai up front. War declaration comes. Crassus is picked up by Esdeath. Now that some things have slowed down here, I'll scroll down and show you which great person that is. Gain 30 gold. Your city annexes this tile to its territory. America switched to oligarchy as well. It'll be interesting to see how he is going to defend himself with one samurai. Got to keep making units. There we go. Had to blow my nose. Muted my mic. Doubt you guys want to hear that. Come on. Show us some units, man. Yeah, the scout and the warrior in the back threatening to pillage. But they are just a distraction for all of this coming behind it. Now, Esdeath will not have his combat bonus in Japan's lands, but he does have it across most of this land bridge. Walls coming down in Kyoto. How long will it be before units pop out? That's a fair point, Kami. But he had full visibility and he saw the chariots being made, and that's why I was saying that. Besides, I'm pretty sure if I went and like did a poll of 100 people in the league and asked them, and I used the words friendly, friendship, and Esdeath in the same sentence, they would either like have a seizure and roll on the ground or just not know what to say. Not sure how he's gonna survive this if he can. I could be wowed. I mean, something could happen. Pillages the encampment. Good job. But that's just the start. What do you got behind it? I love you too. More pillaging going on in the background here. More chariots are back home still with some horses, so there is a follow-up for this. Takasaki getting hit by a knight here. Missionaries making landfall. Don't see a religious victory happening though, so would be pretty amusing to say the least. Turn 59, another samurai comes out. All these cities should be making samurai or something. Samurai or pikemen. Takasaki falls to the American Knights. The one benefit samurai do have is that regardless of their health, they fight at full strength, which does actually mean quite a bit in the long run. Well, heretics are getting purged. More knights are being upgraded here from the chariots. More pillaging going on. Oh, raises the city, doesn't even keep it.
I had a towel inside my shirt.
Really? Copy. You gonna see some anime level stuff used against Esdeath? No new units come out this turn for either player. Just missionaries running around for Esdeath, just doing some little conversions. Oh.
Thank you for doing my effort. Thank you for doing my effort.
Yeah, he needed more units. If he had a bunch of spears and he promoted them to pikemen and then built samurai behind it, I think it could have been pretty cool. But it's a sword. Step in the right direction. This warrior off to the meat grinder. Because on this pass, if he could have had spears waiting and just upgraded them to pikemen, he could have held this off forever with pikes. Could have had like crossbows behind it or something. More pillages going out in Sendai. Missionary gets picked up in Osaka. Archers being made. Maybe have crossbow tech around the corner. Samurai retreats to Shizuoka. Abu gets picked up and sent to Shizuoka. That could be a really big deal if he gets some more units out over there. That plus 20 heal a turn. Ah, he's gotta kill these knights. Oh, Scout is down here in Osaka, but if he can get this picked off, this cleaned up here, so the pillages stop happening, that'd be a thorn out of his side. The primary issue is still here, and Esdeath is just simming behind all this. Hey Jacko, how's it going? You can hit that. Step out the city. So I think it's gonna fall next turn. Yeah. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 'cause there's a road. Another samurai comes out. Slowly building up that count. Another scout comes down for more pillaging. Now, how is he going to melt through the defense here? Need more units, man. Next turn, the city falls for sure. Oh, he's giving it up. Shizuoka falls and is razed. Looks like he actually used Abu instead of keeping him around. Wounded units can heal 5 hit points a turn now, regardless of where they are. I love you too. Careful.
I'm stepping on it.
Don't do that. Oh, you cold.
Yeah, he got on the fruit.
Oh, okay.
I eat fruit.
I already know if I hit someone, then I'll lose. Everything is good. Just watch them all. I trust
Definitely being pushed on the back foot, our Japanese player here.
no one. Alright, let's look at people and see if they look like killers to you. Should I just shoot him?
Walls up in Kyoto.
Oh man. Okay, so there's 11 innocent people left, and some people I believe have been killed already.
Does clean up the warrior and send die.
Alright, should we stick with these people or do you think they're gonna get They don't trust those people. Alright. Alright, let's watch these here. Let's see what happens when these stop going. Scared. There's 9, 2 more people.
Esdeath swinging some knights around to go grab Tokyo while the rest push forward towards the capital. More pillaging being done, everything just being burned and set on fire. Fire.
What are they begging?
Reinforcements starting to arrive with a general. MysteriousX doing a throwback to yesterday's match, where some guy started losing and started accusing me of the map being rigged. I'm glad today's on a much better foot. Players are really excited to get into matches today, so it's awesome. Players asking about CCing. Okay. MysteriousX is CCing to Esdeath. All of us agreeing that this match was pretty much over. So I'm going to go set up game number 2. I'll hop back into chat with them real quick while I get it set up.
No, I have to kill you. I'm sorry.
Hey guys.
Yeah. What's up, Simon?
When did you notice their friendship?
Right away.
Oh,
I'm France, so I get all the pings.
that's right.
Yes. Would you like us to go joint warring you?
That was pretty damn funny, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna play for. I'm gonna
that's
play.
funny,
I'll
that
play
will.
for real this time.
Oh shit, he was just holding out on Esdeath.
He was trolling me. He's actually gonna try to win.
You don't know the #1 way to win.
Or
Don't go
Map
religion.
is up. He would have been fine if he only made like 2 or 3. Hell, he would have been fine with all that if he just made
He would've been
Spearman
fine
and
if he
promoted him to Pikeman.
You got theocracy.
All I
Well-
wanted to do was just raise a couple cities and I'll be ahead. Then I'll actually come in with field cannons with a general and just actually fuck them up.
Like, it was good. Like, he was making almost 40 faith a turn pretty early.
But his
But
yeah, and his gold is shit though, and that's why it's like I have to hit him now.
yeah. Too many eggs in one basket. I liked it though.
Yeah.
Did you like my 2 religious sites?
I saw them.
Then
I like
used
choral
Held-
music better, honestly.
Then I
The
used
ultra's so good to get to Theocracy.
He had
And then
Hildegard too.
held the guard on it, and then been aided.
Game's up.
I get slot 1 this time, right?
Yeah.
But you pick first, right?
Yes.
Okay.
From your guys' previous draft.
Okay.
It was a good game. I mean,
That was mean.
It was a meme game, really.
Yeah, where America's super fucked because it was just continent versus continent. Alright, I'll
like
pick.
right away. Sorry.
I'm getting error.
Did I waste my America pick? And all I'm thinking is maybe.
I just felt like it. I was like, but I was exploring. I was like, this looks continent or like something really shitty.
Esdeath, can I pick your Civ?
No, I'm probably gonna play Gorga.
Come on, make it interesting.
On a murder shit.
Game's up. MysteriousX.
Indonesia, bro.
Alrighty.
Heard Gorga is a good suit.
I heard wild slot policies are helpful.
Yeah.
I don't know, +2 faith.
Dude, the Acropolis with all those envoys. Ooh.
It gets Indonesia to get +2 faith. It doesn't spawn on coast because it's preset map.
Fucking starting it, reading the map every single time.
Dude, just play
Oh my
Khmer.
god.
Show the world what you can do with
Just
Khmer.
play Khmer.
Come on.
Trigger the
Khmer.
fuck out of people.
I mean, you have 1 win. You're pretty, you know,
I'm pretty, thanks.
pretty high percentage chance
Damn.
to win. If it comes down to it, you can play Gorgo on the last game.
What?
Come on.
I'm getting error during multiplayer session when I join you, Sarna.
Alright, I will remake.
I'm sorry, I don't give mercy.
You gotta show the Khmer meta.
You mean to massacre your own unit so you can get relics? And then just
Yeah,
roll
sure.
even harder? The Khmer meta relies on one thing and one thing only. Actually, it relies on 2 things. 1, your opponent getting a religion. 2, reliquaries. Actually, your opponent has to get a religion, otherwise they lose to religious victory.
Alright, Matt, game is up.
Yeah, no, Khmer is countered easily. I know how to counter Khmer's suicide.
You counter Khmer just by purging heresy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he wants to fight my own religious units so he can intentionally suicide him. Yeah, that's cool.
Just
Take
waiting
a
on you,
horse.
Esdeath.
Play
Take
it
a
for the
horse,
food.
village.
Want
What?
the food.
We're waiting on you.
I'm joining.
Join now!
So, is this map 5?
Yeah, this is map 5.
Mysterious swap with me.
Man, I saw him scoop almost all 3 fucking classical scientists. I was like, Jesus Christ.
You mean, I got Hypatia. That's the only one I
Yeah.
cared about.
I was surprised you got it through the chop. I thought he was going to get it first.
I just gotta chop for Hypatia, man. Hypatia's number 1. Hypatia with Newton and Einstein, that's... Every single one gives you another... What is it, 7? It gives you another 7 science per campus when you get enlightenment. I guess actually no, it gives you 14 extra science per campus when you hit enlightenment, and that's big. Get some good adjacencies and shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you guys choose civs?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to pick. I'm probably just going to take France unless it was in his draft.
It was in my draft.
Master race.
Yeah, I know. Give me a stack.
You both did a really good job simming, though. We're watching both of you.
Hey, you simmed well. I decided to go more city spam than religious and tall. City spam pays out in the long game. Which, since we're friended, it was definitely worth it.
I got it.
Ooh, Monty.
It's gonna be good.
Hell yeah, man. 2 great sibs.
Where are you gonna get your builders from?
You.
Sorry,
Oh!
if we spawn like 5 tiles away from each other, I'm just gonna get mad at your rigging of the game. Rig the game every single time, starting it.
I've been getting a lot of that in DMs lately. Guess people watched the last yesterday's game and got a lot of jokes out of it.
Now begins your greatest quest.
Yeah, animation's so
From
salty.
this early cradle of civilization.
Alright guys, I'm gonna dip out of here. Need me, ping me. Good luck.
I didn't know who the murderer was until I saw right next to him. And the heck yes! Oh, is that him? And it was.
Alright, it must have been the slot swap that they did for where they were supposed to switch slots. So we're just gonna have Esdeath join first, that doesn't happen again. Let's get the game set up and I'll let him know. I don't know why I did that. Do it again. Map number 5, tiny. I check all this stuff anyway. It's force of habit. Oops. That's not what I wanted.
Oh no, they know I'm.
Oh, what is it?
They know it's me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to map 6 since he accidentally saw the entire map. And then for if they go to
Everybody knows.
a game 3, I have a map in reserve I can draw.
It's me, because I'm the murderer, actually, guys. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Watch. I'm innocent. Yes, I
Yeah. Yeah, missed join.
I like the map then. Darn it, once again, Hell Week. What's up with that?
You know what? It worked in the game system, so it's not like I clicked wheat and went hill wheat.
I think you did. You just wanted to meme.
We went to
Rig
map
games.
6 because
Yes.
we saw the whole map.
You rig games and you make up tiles. Like it's like
I'm
like
gonna give
that
you.
Canadian game show.
I'm gonna give you Plains Hill Rainforest Oil.
Oh, I'm Rome.
What? I am Nubia.
I'm Rome.
You
I'm
guys gotta
Nubia.
pick your fucking sibs.
Oh,
Then exit out. Exiting
God
out before I
damn it.
see the map.
god damn it.
I'm exiting
I'll
out.
alt F for it.
You stop running from me. Oh, I think I read you can throw the knife. I don't know. Walk around with your hand. Okay. Does it make you obvious? My shot was not on par. I got him.
Jeez.
Come on, Divine. I'm coming for you. Time is only 23 seconds. Another pick up the bow.
Alright, we're gonna get this right back started.
I'm gonna run out when there's 3 innocents left. I'm so sad. Oh, we have to play. You have to get this.
Ugh, jeez.
Hold on. Oh, wait, we're getting Jen killed. That is the main goal.
You two had one job.
What was the job against Sarnath?
Pick your civ.
I picked my Civ. I swear I picked it.
Ah, did too.
So weird.
Sarnath, is the lobby back up?
No,
I'm rebooting it.
it wasn't us. It was Sarnath rigging the game, making us.
Yeah. Fucking
Can I have a
Damn it,
goddamn
Simon.
meme
Making us
about
pick
this
random
by the
leaders,
end of the day?
What? What did you say, Sarnath?
Plus
Can I have a
mysterious.
goddamn meme about this by the end of the day?
It is a meme.
Fucking Scouts 5 Archers accuses mapmaker of rigging.
checks the military score. Keeps on rising.
Make settlers, but unfair.
Rigging.
Doesn't chop copper tile for gold for Legion. Doesn't chop woods for general earlier, or chop woods for more legions or archers. Rigging.
Like, alright, he scouts the archers. They're coming. 2 more settlers come out. Nothing.
Alright, is it up, Sarnath?
I'm making it right now.
Let me join first.
Oh boy, dynamic turn timer. That would have been fun.
Oof.
Alright, map 6 is almost up. Go ahead and join. Alright, just waiting on
Mysterious.
you. Yay. Oh, he's playing Spain.
Oh, the conquistadors. Oh shit. Oh shit.
The conquistadors come for you, Esdeath.
Where are my other picks? They were religious one.
What civ is mysterious?
He's going Spain.
Play Khmer.
Please.
I guess at the start of the Khmer meta. It's too powerful. Only Louis can handle it.
What are the maps again? Are they fractal? Do I go England?
Just pick your civ. Alright. Players are ready, let's go. Gorgo versus Spain.
So, GG guys.
Wow, Rami, get out of here.
Oh man.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. It falls to you, Catherine de Medici, to use your gifts of knowledge and of the arts to unite your people. Steer carefully through these troubled times, Queen Mother of France. You will build great wonders, drawing visitors from all corners of the earth. With your keen awareness of all things, both those seen and those hidden in the shadows, your empire will certainly stand the test of time.
Lord, please.